my login, so when I'm not there, you can log into Zoom and do it. Let's practice that this weekend.
Okay.
How's it going, Aldo? Can you hear us? Or are you just listening? And especially if you're driving, please don't drive and talk and do all that. That's want to keep you safe. Listen.
Listening.
Awesome. Well, thanks for listening, Aldo. This is Kenzie. I'm Mitch, as you know, and we'll see if anybody else comes, Ken. So we'll rock on.
Sounds good.
What are you doing this weekend? Anything fun?
I'm gonna watch the Derby tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll do that as well. First Saturday in May.
Yeah. I've been watching couple little snippets and reading some stories on some of the horses.
Cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah, there's one horse's name is Happiness is Key.
Yeah.
Um the owner I guess the owner's wife, it was her dream to have a horse in the Derby, and they finally have this horse, and she passed away like a couple months ago before she could see the horse get to the Derby. So
Yeah.
they're racing in her honor.
Wow.
So I don't know how the horse is, but man, she's a crowd favorite. Like everyone wants that kind of full circle moment.
Yeah. So next week, I will be on each of the classes
Mhm.
until Friday. So we'll get the stuff going with the link before then.
Sounds good.
And let's give it another 30 seconds and then we'll practice. And Aldo, obviously, you can see is from Mock, the central region. He is a part of Team San Antonio.
Sweet.
Uh, well, cool.
When's the
Well,
last time you went to San Antonio?
I don't know. It's been a minute, but I go in soon. I have a trip set. I need to book a hotel. I think it's like May 15th, 12th,
Oh,
13th,
nice.
14th, something like
I
that.
figured it was coming up.
Yeah, May 12th through 14th.
Nice.
So, yeah. All right. Well, let's get going.
Alrighty. Go ahead and share my screen.
And Aldo, if she has any, or if you have any questions when she asks, just drop them in the chat. We'll see how we do.
Sounds good. All right, so I am Kenzie. I'm a trainer here for Mock. My background is in neuroscience and psychology. I graduated from CU Boulder, so my main focus is understanding human behavior and kind of connecting that to sales to try to predict behavior. So, in today's class, we're focusing on one thing, and that is Mock's warranty. Oftentimes, we see that warranties tend to be overlooked, underexplained to the customer, or simply not utilized to their full potential. I'm here today to encourage you to use this warranty to its full potential. Why is that? Because we believe that our warranty is not only beneficial to each customer, but to your dealership as well. As I go through the warranty, I'll be pointing out ways that you can use the warranty to increase your customer retention and increase your sales. Also, something we pride ourselves on here is just how easy our warranty is to use. I believe that coverage is one of the easiest keys to success, hence the name of the class, Coverage is Key. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. First question we have to cover is how does a customer qualify for our warranty? So, specifically, their vehicle. Their vehicle has to be 10 years old or newer. You have to include this current year. So make sure you count 2026, go back 10 years, you end up at 2027. So vehicle must be a
2017.
2017,
Kenzie's fingers
2027.
go into the future.
Uh, yeah, so it has to be a 2017 model or newer. Second is mileage. The car must have 100,000 miles or fewer. Now, this is only for their first qualifying service. So, once that service is completed at 100,000 miles or lower, you can renew the warranty past 100,000 miles, but you can't start a new warranty over 100,000 miles. Third is who owns the vehicle. Our warranty does not cover fleet vehicles, so the vehicle must be someone's individual vehicle. Now, that vehicle can be used for a business, but when you're writing up the RO, make sure to include the person's name, not the business's name. So, for example, if we have John's Auto and he likes to drive people to and from the airport, he has a little logo on his car. That's okay that he has his business, John's Auto, but the RO must be written under John's name only.
No fleet. Got it.
No fleet. Lastly is weight. So for a vehicle to qualify, the vehicle must weigh or be at 12,500 pounds. This covers most standard passenger vehicles and light duty trucks. So there shouldn't be an issue as long as you aren't trying to cover a personal UPS truck or a semi or someone brings in a bus that they're living on. As long as you don't have those weird kind of outliers, should be fine there. Any questions on vehicle qualifications?
Nope, I'm good.
Sweet. Next, when does coverage kick in? So, our waiting period is 60 days and 750 miles after the first service. With a customer's initial qualifying service, the warranty will be able to be used beginning 60 days after the service is completed and 750 miles post completion. Both of these have to be true for that initial coverage to kick in. Now, once a customer renews their warranty by doing future fluid exchanges, there's no longer a waiting period, but we have to do that waiting period for the first initial qualifying service.
And really, what this does is it just protects the dealership and Mock from any shenanigans. Where if a customer knows they have a slipping transmission, that they come in and say, "Hey, do a transmission fluid exchange." So this waiting period really just helps us cover both because again, we don't want the dealership to be on the hook either with an upset customer. Go ahead.
That makes sense. All right. So, the big question, what is a qualifying service? With each fluid exchange that we offer, a warranty comes with it. So, brake, coolant, diff, power steering, transmission, all of those come with a warranty, a 30,000 mile warranty to be exact. Now, as we continue, there are other fluids that we offer that have a bit more nuance to them. So I'll be going through that. So think of oil. Just remember that in the back of your mind. We do have an oil warranty, but it is a little different. So right now, kind of umbrella 30,000 mile warranty on these services: brake, coolant, diff, power steering, transmission. So, example of this. A 2017 vehicle, so the oldest vehicle that we currently cover, comes in with a 94,000 miles and it arrives on your service drive. They are a brand new customer to you. It doesn't matter that they haven't used your dealership before, doesn't matter where they bought the car or who they bought the car from. If they were to purchase any fluid exchange during their visit, they now get coverage from the 94,000 miles that they're at to 124,000. That warranty can then be renewed at future visits. So they come in at 124,000 for their visit, they get another fluid exchange, and now they have coverage to 154,000, and so on and so forth. I highlight this to show you that only the first visit has to be done prior to that 100,000 miles. So once a customer is on our warranty and they continue to renew that warranty within the 30,000 mile window, they can continue being on our warranty.
Yeah. And although you may be thinking, or one of your customers may ask, so if I do a brake fluid exchange at 94, but then at 123,000, I want to do a coolant exchange, can I get a coolant exchange warranty? The answer is no. It's the service that begins before 100,000 would be the only components that were eligible for coverage. That's why we always share with folks right before 100,000 miles, you ought to ask a customer, do you plan on keeping your vehicle long term? If so, maybe we should do these services now so you're eligible for all of this coverage.
That's a great point. Next. So, what is this value behind the warranty? We offer two different tiers of coverage. If a vehicle has under 100,000 miles, the customer gets $2,000 of coverage. However, early maintenance is better maintenance. So, we have this incentive, the early bird special, if you want to call it that, where if a service is completed at 50,000 miles or sooner, their warranty doubles in coverage to $4,000. We believe that this acts as an incentive for customers to get their services done early and can act as a retention tool for you. So think about it this way. A typical first brake fluid exchange is usually offered between 20 and 30,000 miles. If your customer gets their first brake fluid exchange completed, then they get double typical coverage of if they did that above 50,000 miles. This coverage then stays with them for the life of the car, so long as they're staying consistent with getting their brake fluid exchanged every 30,000 miles. That way, you can lean on our warranty to help remind customers the importance of consistent fluid exchanges. Also, important note, where you enter the warranty is where you stay. Meaning, if your first qualifying service puts you in that $4,000 coverage tier, you stay there for that specific fluid exchange. Make sense there?
It does. And although you may be thinking too, what if somebody misses? So let's say they start at 30,000 and they do one at 30, then at 60, but they don't do that third one until like 99,000 miles. They can still get on coverage, but it would be at the $2,000 level, not the four. Very common question.
I like that. That's good to know. All right. So, customer now brings their car into you and you need to file a warranty claim. How do you do it? One of the main reasons we see that people don't lean on warranties is because they simply don't know how to use them. Here at Mock, we want you to use our warranty. So, we've made it easy with four simple steps. First step, reach out to Mitch, your local rep, or my preferred way is hopping on the website. And I will show you that towards the end here so you have access to that website and you know exactly how to fill out this warranty claim. When you reach out or when you go on the website, you're going to be asked for three things. First is that qualifying RO. So this has to show which service they had completed first that qualified them for the warranty. So their very first brake fluid exchange, their very first coolant exchange, that is the RO that we need. Second, the current RO. Why is the car in today and what's going on that qualifies them for warranty coverage? Lastly, we need an estimate on what you want Mock to replace and cover. When it comes to this estimate, give us what the customer pays. We aren't asking for discounts on parts or labor, ELR, nothing like that. Whatever the customer would have paid for out of pocket, we want to pay for. The only thing we don't cover is shop supplies. As you're sending this, documents can be sent via text, email, or uploaded straight to that website. But remember, documents must be sent as a PDF or a picture, or else it won't load properly. It just leads to a lot of issues. So make sure you're saving those documents as a PDF or snapping a pic on your phone and sending that over. So, you just completed your warranty claim. with those simple steps, what comes next? Within an hour, you are going to get authorization to move forward with the service. Now you go ahead, you fix the vehicle. What you need to do is have the customer sign that final RO. They put their signature and you can send them out the door. Once you have that final RO, take a picture of it and upload it to us. That way we can see that everything was completed, the customer agrees that it was completed correctly, and then we can send you your money. Easiest way to get your money is an ACH or bank to bank transfer, but if you prefer, we will FedEx you a check and your local rep can bring it into you in person. Up to you what you want to do there. Questions on that general process of how to submit a warranty claim?
Add some color here. Say the claim is $2,700 and you're only authorized, or we've only authorized $2,000 of payment. You need to collect that $700 either from the customer or whomever is paying the difference, and we would pay the final $2,000.
That makes sense to me. So, common questions. Are fluid samples needed? No, not normally. Are engineers sent out? No, we rely on your word that it wasn't broken when it got here, meaning we're not going to be covering pre-existing damage. That's one of the reasons that we have that waiting period. If you put on the RO that you had a leaky radiator and you're completing a coolant exchange, that radiator is no longer going to be covered moving forward because it was broken before that service was initiated. Next, is the warranty only good at your dealership? No. We want this warranty to get customers back in your door. However, we also know that life happens, and that's why our warranty is good anywhere. So, say your customer breaks down on the way to Disney World, they still have that coverage. Your customer's part of the military and gets restationed, they still have coverage. They can take their vehicle anywhere and file a claim. In fact, say they were on their way to Disney World 6 months ago and their car broke down. They come in and they're telling you the story, and you remind them of their warranty. You can then help them file a claim and get back end coverage if they qualify. The way they qualify is having those ROs. And you're going to have that initial one. So you're going to be helping them out, which builds that trust with your customer. The only thing that we won't pay for is for someone else to fix their own vehicle. They have to bring it somewhere. But that somewhere can be anywhere in the world. Any questions there on those common questions where
Yeah,
coverage is applied?
we'll add one more piece of color commentary. Say a customer uses their warranty today, and instead of them paying $1,500 for a water pump, Kenzie and I pay $1,500 for a water pump. If they want to renew that warranty, and they should because it just saved them $1,500, they have to buy that part again. They either have to do an exchange or buy that part and put it in a drain and refill. That restarts the coverage. And anybody who just got the benefit, it seems like that would be an easy sale to do so.
That makes a lot of sense. I like that. All right. So now we understand the warranty a little bit and how to make a claim. Let's go over what the warranty covers. The easiest way to understand our fluid exchange warranty is that all mechanically lubricated parts are covered. Essentially, whatever that fluid touches is covered by the warranty. Now, before we go over some specifics with each one, it's important to note what the warranty does not cover. Our warranty does not cover wear and tear, hoses, gaskets, and leaky lines. Now, let's go through each of our fluids. Brake fluid covers anything brake fluid touches except lines and hoses. So, common one is calipers. If a brake caliper goes out, that will be covered by our warranty. Coolant covers anything coolant lubricates except for the thermostat, radiator hoses, and the expansion tank or reservoir. Most common here is the radiator. So that radiator will be covered, just not the hose. Next, diff. Diff covers any lubricated parts except for those gaskets. Pretty straightforward. Power steering covers power steering pumps and racks, but not the hoses. Now, I do want to highlight a couple of other fluids that have those more specifics and nuances to them. First, transmission fluid. This covers any lubricated part, but please note that claims are reduced by 50% if mock fluid is not used. So, to get the full coverage, the kit and the fluid must be used together. Also, I think it's important to note here that when you're speaking to customers about the transmission warranty, to not use the word coverage, but instead use the word assistance. Because we all know that $4,000 or $2,000 isn't going to cover a new transmission, but it will take some relief off of them of that financial burden, but it's not going to cover everything that they need done.
And although there's conversation behind the scenes that we may give your customers a way to get $8,000 of coverage coming pretty soon. That we're getting closer to what it costs to replace a transmission. So just want to let you know it's not out there yet, but it may be coming soon. Go ahead, Kens.
I like that. That's a good added bonus. Next, fuel. Fuel warranty covers the fuel pump and injectors, but only for 15,000 miles. Now, when it comes to fuel, we know that that's a big service that you complete. We do not want you to stop selling that big service. Please continue to sell that big service. But we do encourage you to add a fuel additive every 15,000 miles. This gets customers in the habit of expecting a small service at 15,000, followed by a larger service at that 30,000. This also rewards the customer for consistency and extends their fuel coverage by reminding them that they need to do this every 15,000 miles to stay within that coverage range. It's reminding them that you care that they have coverage. Next, oil. When it comes to oil, it covers any internally lubricated part, but for 10,000 miles. What we suggest here is using a mock oil product at every 5K service. This not only adds another service for your benefit, but also ensures that the customer always stays covered by the warranty.
And with some of the longer oil change intervals now, that's why we do that. Because if you're on a synthetic oil change and you drive a Honda, your car's probably not going to tell you to come in until about that 10,000 mile mark. And we just want to make sure that a customer's coverage doesn't lapse.
Exactly. Lastly, AC. So, to get coverage, you must complete the Beat the Heat service. This includes Arctic Blast and an evap service. Once Beat the Heat is complete, there is a 30,000-mile warranty that can then be renewed with only an evap service moving forward since Arctic Blast is a one-time product. And remember, our warranty is renewed each time that specific service is completed. Why is that important? Because this can work as a retention tool for you. Think of it this way. If a customer comes in for a 15,000 service and you see in their notes that they're nearing the end of one of their current warranties, this is your opportunity to ensure that they complete a service that will qualify them to extend their current warranty. This shows the customer that you're keeping them covered, which builds that trust, and also covers you a little bit because if something goes wrong after that warranty lapses and they were just here, chances are they're going to ask, well, why didn't you tell me that I was nearing the end of that warranty? Any questions on coverage?
I don't. Although you can drop your questions in the chat if you got any.
Sweet. All right. So, with all that information, I do want to highlight a few things that we also believe makes our warranty special and gives out a bit benefits to your dealership. Number one, we do not want this to be a mock warranty. There's no need for your customers to know who mock is. One second. No questions at this moment. Thank you. Cool. So, no need for your customers to know who mock is. We want to be that invisible wizard behind the curtain, pulling all the levers, signing the checks. What we want you to do is say that this warranty is a benefit of your dealership because it is. You're using mock products at your dealership. So it is a benefit of taking their car into you.
And the way I like to say that is by investing here at ABC Motors, you get a warranty anywhere in the world.
Love that. Second, our warranty can also double as a version of an extended warranty. What do I mean by this? Typical brand warranties expire on water pumps between 30 and 50,000 miles. So, if your customer has a water pump that decides to take a dump at that 52,000 mile mark, they pay for that out of pocket. However, if you start using mock coolant exchange prior to ending that initial warranty, they now have mock coverage that extends past that 30 to 50,000 mile mark, and that's helping them save cost. See what I mean there? It's kind of an extended warranty.
Certainly.
And I'll give a little side note. I haven't purchased an extended warranty from a brand before, but my boyfriend did, and I just saw how beneficial that was because he took his car in and we thought this was going to be huge and his warranty covered it. And it really just showed like, dang, okay, that was worth putting it in. And they don't even have to pay extra to get this warranty. They just have to have the service completed.
No, it's really good and it helps folks with unexpected expenses.
Third, our warranty comes with a 500-mile grace period. And those grace periods can be banked and stacked on top of each other. Meaning, if your customer does 3 fluid exchanges on time in a row, they now have 1,500 miles banked up. This rewards customers for consistency, but also gives them that chance for a little bit of breathing room if they fall a little bit behind.
Life
Last,
happens.
life does happen.
Yep.
Breaking down on the way to Disney World, not fun. Lastly, we do believe that our warranty can be used as a tool for you to sell more products. A great way to use this warranty is to overcome objections. Number one objection that we hear is, I can't afford that. So, think about it this way. Customer tells you, I can't afford that right now. I totally understand the concern with money. However, I do want to share with you the additional value of taking care of this today. Right now, you qualify for a warranty that covers anything this fluid touches for 30,000 miles with $2,000 worth of coverage. If your steering rack needed to be replaced, that would cost you $1,500 out of pocket. With this warranty, you're covered, and that's the type of bill I want you to avoid. You see, in a way, I really do think that this warranty basically sells itself. There's no additional fee to get it or to use it. There's not an add to cart button that you have to click when you buy something at Target. It simply exists with our products to encourage customers to utilize them. So why not tell them about it? At a minimum, when someone has a service completed, tell them about the warranty. Give them a QR sticker or write it down on their brochure. Just don't keep this warranty a secret. Share this with the customers and see how much further it can get you just by letting them know their coverage. Easy way to do this is we have these brochures and you can circle the specific service that they had completed today or services if they're doing multiple, and you can write down when their warranty is going to expire. Gives the customer a reminder, also lets them know about the warranty. They can also scan this QR code themselves and get all the information on the warranty, including how they could file a claim on their own if they needed to. And it highlights that this is one investment and it's a warranty that's good anywhere in the world. So, any questions on our warranty?
Not me.
Sounds good. Now, Aldo, I know that you're just listening, but if you happen to see any of this, I am going to go through the online claim process just so you know what to kind of expect. But I'll make sure to verbalize it as we go. So, online website. You'll go to mockproducts.com/warranty claim. That's warranty dash claim. When you get there, it'll pull you up to this page. First question is going to be warranty claim type. The specific one we're talking about today is the limited warranty repair request. Dealership information, you'll have two boxes pop up. You'll have to select that you have the initial service repair order, so that first service that they had completed, and you'll need the estimate. Click that you have those and you'll be able to continue. Ask you for a contact person, you'll go ahead and put your information there. Make
And
sure
as you see, it will populate and save. So if you make claims over and over and over again, your information you can have stored in there. So it won't even take you long.
exactly. And dealership name, this should also populate the more that you fill it out. Next. All right. Now we need information on the vehicle. So from our example, we had a 2017 coming in. I drive a Volkswagen. So we'll just say that it's a Volkswagen for now. Model, I drive a Tiguan. Miles upon initial service. So this is that first qualifying service. So, for this, we'll say I
We'll
got
do the
a
94,000 miles one.
yeah. So 94,000 and I got a brake fluid exchange done, which is you'll put your part number 6201
6012. That's all right.
6012.
6201 is Arctic Blast.
Well, we could have used that too. Um, and date of the initial service. So this is your chance to double check that you are past that initial 60-day mark. Lucky for you, I did this in January and that was over 60 days ago. Current mileage. This is where you double check that they are past that 750-mile mark. I came in 6,000 miles later. I'm now at 100,000 miles. Insert their VIN number. And then covered parts, this is this service that they had completed. So specifically in this example, we're talking about brakes. So we'll select brake. Next, quick little info about your dealership. So your service manager's name.
And what this is doing is just giving us more contacts just in case we can't reach you. Maybe we can reach your manager or
Exactly.
your service or your technician.
Exactly. So you'll put your manager's name, your name, and then the certified technician who is completing the work in the back. Under this description,
Let's
just
go brake booster.
brake booster. So they need a brake booster completed. That's as simple as you need to put it. You don't have to go into very many specifics. Make sure you know the cost of that part, which for this example we'll say is 500 bones, and know your labor rate. So to get this brake booster done, we'll give them 2 hours to do that. So on this next page, you'll need to calculate the total claim amount. So that includes labor and the cost of the part. So the cost of the part was 500, 2 hours of labor at $100, that's $200, so 700 total. Additional vehicle information. This is where you can put if a person is waiting in the lounge, put that here so we know that that is priority because we don't want your waiters to get upset. Might also be smart here if you gave someone a specific time of when they can expect their vehicle, put that in here so we're aware of that as well. And then a complete statement of damage and repair costs. This is just a summary of everything you filled out. So you need a brake booster for $700 with 2 hours of labor. Then you get to the document upload section. You'll choose your file. That first one is going to be the initial visit, so initial service RO. Make sure again that it's saved as a picture or a PDF. Next, you'll need the estimate. So you'll go and you'll click the estimate current repair order. Again, making sure that it's PDF or a picture. You'll then click this box for consent, saying that you know that this is pending and you'll be hearing back within an hour. And you'll initial it and you'll be able to click submit.
Seems pretty easy.
I think so too.
Aldo, any questions about the site? If you do, drop it in the chat. Kenzie, go ahead.
All right, so before we go ahead and check your knowledge, want to make sure I did my job and covered the material correctly. So, any questions on vehicles that are eligible for the warranty?
I don't think so.
Questions on tiers of coverage?
Nope.
Questions on how to submit a claim?
Pretty straightforward.
And any questions on sharing this information with the customer?
Nope.
All right. So, what's our waiting period?
60 days, 750 miles.
Yep, and both have to be true. How long is the fluid exchange warranty in miles?
30,000 miles.
And how long is the fuel warranty?
15,000 miles.
And what does that fuel warranty cover?
Fuel pumps, fuel injectors.
All right. So, one last question. Anyone have a reason that they cannot share this warranty with their customers?
Seems pretty easy. They should do it.
Exactly. So, let's move forward and use it. One last time, here's some key takeaways. I can send this PowerPoint to you so you have all this information.
And
Links are
Aldo, if
also,
you do want it, just drop your email in the chat and we will send it to you.
yeah. Um, the warranty is also hyperlinked, so all you have to do is click it. Real easy to then click it and save it as a bookmark on your preferred browser. That way it's really easy to access. Also, before we go, just want to share a few sites with you that you can use on your own to gain some information about mock and selling skills. Right here, we have Mitch's YouTube. This is also hyperlinked, so when you click here, you'll be able to see all the videos that he has uploaded. There's a bunch of different classes. They're all labeled so you can see kind of what you're getting into. Also, if you're ever in a class and it's recorded for you, we can send you that link directly and keep it private. That way only you can view it. Another one that I really like is mockproducts.com. This one's pretty cool, especially if you need some product knowledge. You can go to this products tab and click on really anything that you want. So we talked about brake fluid today. So if you go to brakes, you can click on any product that you know your dealership sells. And when you click on it, it tells you what's in like an EV brake service, the key features of it. It also goes over related products so you know about piggyback sales or other things that you can add. Really good information there. Last is Mock University. If you prefer online, kind of self-paced um, style of learning, you can also we can send you a link to sign up for this so that you can expand the learning on your own. We also have books like a month of service advisors tips and a month of leadership tips that we can send to you free of charge. You can also reach out and if you want training for yourself or for your entire dealership, if you want online, in person, we can make it happen for you. All you have to do is reach out.
Sweet.
All right. Any questions on that before we bounce?
I don't think so. Aldo, if you got
Oh,
a question, you can drop it in the chat. He did put his email in the chat, so why
yes.
don't you grab that and you can email him that when you're finished.
Sure will.
Aldo, any questions? You good? I'm assuming he probably is.
Awesome.
So cool. Well, I liked it, Kens. I thought you did a good job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, Aldo. I'll go ahead and send you um this as a PDF and you'll have all that information in your email.
Cool. Well, awesome. All right, Kens. Well, I will give you a buzz in a minute and we can continue to work on some of this stuff. And I'm gonna see if I can get you logged into this other site. So, uh,
Sounds good.
awesome. Well, I'll talk to you later. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.